যুক্তরাষ্ট্রে শুরু হয়েছে বাংলাদেশের অর্থনীতি বিষয়ক রোড শো রেজ অব বেঙ্গল টাইগার। অনুষ্ঠানে বক্তব্য রাখছেন প্রধানমন্ত্রীর বেসরকারি শিল্প ও বিনিয়োগ বিষয়ক উপদেষ্টা সালমান এফ রহমান। আমরা সরাসরি চলে যাচ্ছি সেখানে।
Constituency, and when I go and see my constituency, I find that at my union level, you know, union is the lowest administrative structure in our country. At the union level, we have Chinese restaurants. So if there is no trickle-down effect, how can people... So there are two issues. The guy who is opening the Chinese restaurant, why is he doing it? Because obviously he has a market, otherwise he wouldn't be investing in that. And there is that customer base is there. Forget a Chinese restaurant. You'll be surprised. You have event management. So if you want, you can go and you can see that, you know, there's written that you are going to have a marriage ceremony or you are going to have a birthday party. There is an event management at the union level, at the Upazila level. Forget that. You have beauty parlors. You have gyms. And the most interesting thing I found, of course, during the COVID, I have not been able to go back to my constituency for some time, but the last time I was there, while I was driving, I found a pet shop. And there is this pet shop where they are selling, you know, a rabbit or a fish, a goldfish, or a parrot. So this shows the actual economic growth. And the reason why why I wanted to give you this example was that there's a huge domestic market. You see, the purchasing power of Bangladeshis has gone up. And there's a huge domestic market. So when we are talking about investment, of course, our emphasis is on export, and we want to diversify our exports. But there is a huge domestic market and the investment in the field, and the fields which have been mentioned. You see, for example, medical, tourism. These are areas where there's a huge opportunity for people to invest. So that's so the trickle-down effect has actually taken place. So if somebody comes and says that there has not been a trickle-down effect, that's not okay. And what other thing which the government is doing, and what the Finance Secretary mentioned to you a little bit earlier only, is that on the one hand we are developing the economy, and for the people who are the poor people, for them we are giving direct monetary support to take them out of poverty, bring them to a level where they are actually able to participate in the economic development which is taking place in the country. So that's as far as the overall market situation is concerned. The second point is, in Bangladesh, this has been possible, and it has been mentioned a number of times, but not specifically, which I would like to emphasize. What has happened? Why has this been possible? This has been possible because of the political stability which we have had for the last 12 years. If you remember, before, many of you would have known that we were known for a country, one of the biggest, as you know, I've been very active in trade politics. And when I was president of the Federation of Bangladesh Chambers of Commerce, foreign investors would come to us, not only investors, even our foreign buyers or people with whom, foreigners with whom we were interacting as far as economy was concerned. One of the biggest criticism which they used to have about Bangladesh was hartal. In fact, they knew hartal had become a vocabulary which everybody, any foreigner who used to deal in Bangladesh knew exactly what hartal was. Today, the new generation of investors and foreigners, they don't even know what hartal means. And this is a fact. And you know, we've forgotten it, and this is human nature. You forget this thing, but this is actually a fact. The political stability is very, very important, and that is what Honorable Prime Minister has been able to achieve. And I think that is the biggest gift she has been able to give Bangladesh, and that is political stability. We have a working democracy. We have a small number of opposition members in parliament, and that is because they did not participate in the last election properly, but those who did, and then recently there have been by-elections where number of opposition members of parliament have come up. In parliament, I tell you, these few small number of opposition members are giving us a run for our money. The way they raise their issues, the way, and it is a very, very vibrant parliament, and it is something which is, you know, democracy is actually thriving in Bangladesh. So when people, I think, which is very, very important, and is the fact that our economic growth, we are doing it in a very, very planned manner. We have identified that in order to grow and achieve the targets, so the planning which we have done is, first and foremost, we have set our goals, very, very clear goals. So we are, as you have heard, we have passed with flying colors, and we are now graduating from a least developing country to a middle-income country. But we have set our goals further than that. Honorable Prime Minister has said, the NBR, they are all taking this initiative, and they are developing their own software, and we are doing as much as possible online. BIDA chairman has mentioned to you about the OSS, which is there with BIDA, and then all the other 4 investment promotion agencies have their OSS. We are now integrating all of these. We want that you enter. There should be a seamless connectivity between all the OSS. And that is now very much in place, and that will also happen very, very soon. So these are some of the issues. The other last issue which I want to mention, and that is infrastructure. I talked about electricity. But one of the other challenges which I mentioned is that we felt the other challenge was land. So we solved the land problem by doing the economic zones. The other issue was the infrastructure. We did feel that we have to. And so, as you know, recently, one of the, again, the other criticism which we used to face was our port. Chittagong port's efficiency has really gone up. We have increased the capacity. We are now doing much more. The Bay terminal is coming up. The Patenga terminal is coming up. And then, of course, what was mentioned to you, the game changer is the deep sea port in Matabari. Once that happens, then we will have our... So on the port side, Paira, there is a port already built. So on the port side, that infrastructure is taking place. The road connectivity and the highways which are being built. And those are, you know, the whole country. And the other thing which we are doing, which Prime Minister has made it very, very clear, earlier on, in the last, before, in the old days, again I keep referring to the old days, the development was always Dhaka-centric and Chittagong-centric. But Prime Minister wants the development should take place all over the country, and that is exactly what is happening. The next area where there will be huge amount of investment opportunities, which I want to flag for all of you, is that is the development that is planned for Cox's Bazar. Because of Matabari port, we are really going to develop Cox's Bazar into the next economic hub of Bangladesh, both from a tourist point of view as well as from an economic point of view. We are going to have the Prime Minister has decided that the second international airport of world-class quality after our third terminal is completed in Dhaka airport. After that, the second international airport will be built in Cox's Bazar. And we will have the whole economic development will be taking place. We have a master plan for Cox's Bazar where there will again be huge investment opportunities. And as you have heard about digital Bangladesh, when in the Awami League's election manifesto in 2008, when we mentioned that we are going to transform Bangladesh into digital Bangladesh, people were laughing at us and were saying that Bangladesh, and how can Bangladesh be a digital Bangladesh? And as you have heard, today we are the second largest, the freelancers which are working in Bangladesh, they are second largest in the world. And because of digital Bangladesh, we have been able to set up a fiber optic backbone which goes up to the village level, where we are giving them 4G connectivity. And you have people sitting in home in the remote villages in Bangladesh going on into the international marketplace, taking contracts and fulfilling this. I personally feel in the next 3 to 4 years, the income from the export earning from IT services will cross $5 billion. And in fact, I feel that it's already more than $1 billion, but we are not being able to capture it officially. We are taking steps. We have already taken steps to start the infrastructure, create an infrastructure where the IT services and the digital Bangladesh, which is truly becoming digital. And like you heard that somebody from New York sitting here formed a company in Bangladesh. So actually we have achieved that promise of ours to transform Bangladesh into a digital Bangladesh. So with these, some remarks I have given, I would like you to, all of you, that it's a new Bangladesh, like I said. Last is that the other area where there's a huge potential for investment is also agro-processing. Because of the, the success which we have had in the agriculture sector, in agro-processing industries, there's a huge huge opportunity over there. So there are many areas where there is a opportunity in Bangladesh, and like you have heard from all my colleagues, that we are definitely very much appreciative of the role which all of you are playing. And since you are, originally all of you are from Bangladesh, I feel that you are actually our ambassadors. And it is you, if you come forward and you invest in Bangladesh, and you go yourself, experience the new Bangladesh, and seeing you, the non-Bangladeshis also, the other investors will also be encouraged to come to Bangladesh. So I invite you all to come to Bangladesh, come and visit us. And like I said, that all my colleagues have told you, we are open for business. We would like to, this thing, and any problems you have, any issues which you have, you are more than welcome to contact my office and all the other agencies, the investment promotion agencies. You will contact them, and I can assure you that your issues will be dealt with, your problems will be resolved, and I look forward to seeing all of you in Bangladesh. Thank you very much. Joy Bangla, Joy Bangabandhu, Bangladesh Chiradibhi.